So, welcome back to Wasteland Games. This is the first ever contest video that I'm going to do. And it is not a normal contest because it is a themed building contest which you have 2 months to complete. Um, since this is the new year, 2024, I decided to implement contests on the channel. This is the first one, and it's themed, meaning you have to have a theme. And I'll show you what it is so you understand how to do this. Um, Okay, so here's the theme, and here's how you're going to submit. On my Discord, on Wasteland Games Discord, there is a contest tab that should allow you to post a video link to a YouTube video that you'll make of your camp, whatever it may be. Um, you post a link. If you make it on Xbox or PlayStation or PC, as long as you have a YouTube video that you can post, or a linked video that I can find on some medium, even if you don't use YouTube, for instance. You could use Rumble or you could use whatever. I honestly don't care what platform it's on, as long as I can sample the video in the future if I need to for the video that I'll make at the end of that 2 month period. Because what'll happen is we'll start on January 1st, and that will be your starting point. You have 2 months from January 1st, which means, excuse me, sorry about that. I'm still getting over that cough. I can't quite get rid of it. You have till February 29th to complete it. On February 29th, whatever is in that box that's listed as contests will be reviewed, and a video will be made of who wins. Now, the winner of the contest is going to receive absolutely nothing because I can't really give you anything in game. My channel's too small to give out prizes like atoms and special items don't hold a lot of meaning to somebody that's playing on Xbox whenever I'm playing on PC or on PlayStation. So, until I have a larger channel, the contest will be for kudos. And as you can see right here, I'm at the Nuka-Cola plant. And in front of my character is one of my oldest builds that's still active, which is this airboat. If you've been on Reddit before, it's probably shown up in a couple different videos and possibly even a couple different photo galleries. Because for a while, people were stopping by and taking pictures of it when it first was built and even afterwards. It hasn't been done much lately. Now, here's the gist of the contest and the way this works. Like I said, everything's going to be themed. This is a boat. You can tell it is. And here's how this works. Whenever you place your camp in the video, one of the things I want you to list out is, if you're on PC in particular, if you're using any mods to improve textures or anything like that. I know on PlayStation and on Xbox that's not an option, but on PC it is. So the way the contest works is you're going to pick an icon out of these camp build icons. Okay? Any of these that you want to use for a camp. Any one in particular. Don't care what it is. But you are to theme the camp to fit the icon that you have. So if you use the ice cream icon, I expect there to be an ice cream parlor there. If you use a Brotherhood of Steel logo, I expect a Brotherhood of Steel camp, a cabin to be a cabin, a trailer to be a trailer, and so on and so forth. Not a big deal, right? So you have carte blanche to make whatever you want. It's just you have to have that icon. And as part of the video, I want you to start off with this shot right here, which shows me the icon for your camp before the video begins. Okay? So this is your start screen. You can have a screen where you do a brief introduction and you tell me, this is what I built and this is why I built it, if that's what you want to do. And then, but for the video that I can take clips from to use, I want you to have that screen, that map screen, showing me where it is on the map and what icon you chose, and then show me the build that you've built to reflect that icon. Can be anything. This is just the first contest. Originally, I was thinking the next contest will probably be themed a little different, but this is just the first one. It's also, you can consider it a build challenge if you like, for builders out there that haven't participated in a while or want to try something different. By using an icon for your map location and trying to stick to that build, I'm effectively limiting your choices on what you can do while still giving you the freedom to make whatever you want. So, as I said, this is my airboat. She's not bad, she's not perfect, and she's one of my oldest builds. Believe it or not, the hardest part in getting it, an airboat or any kind of boat to really work, is to get this lower floor as close to the waterline without actually getting it into it, to the point where when it rains, you don't get rain textures on the inside of your boat. That's the hardest part. Now this is a, it's an airboat. It has a launch in the center of it. You still, because of the way this is built, this is technically a floating camp, literally and figuratively in this case. But you still get NPCs that spawn here. Regular players can make it here without an issue. You can get your followers. The only thing that you have is followers will sometimes spawn underneath it and may not actually get back on it until you leave the area that the boat is in and cause it to respawn. Then the followers should pop back up into location at their spawn point item the next time you come in. But that's the major issue that I've had with this camp so far. It's not a bad little camp. It has a variety of things. Like I said, this is my oldest camp. It has some tricks and things that are built onto it that you really can't do anymore, which is part of the reason why I haven't ever torn it down, because it's also got stuff in it that I just absolutely love that I don't want to try and redo. So, anyway, if you're interested in a challenge, there's your challenge. This is the first of 6 challenges for the year. As I said, I'm going to give you 2 months per challenge. So certain months will give you a little bit of extra time. Now, if you need help filming a camp and you're on PC, if you let me know, I will come by and give you a hand. You can get a hold of me through the Discord, or you can just put a tag on the end of this video. Each of the challenge videos will be up, and what they're going to have is, if you request help on PC, I'll come help you. If you want me to come look at a build before it's done to see if you're on the right track or something like that, same thing, PM me. If you're on PC, you can find me pretty easy if I'm on. But PM me through the Discord, and I will happily do that. Or PM me through the videos. Just make sure that you give me enough time to actually respond, because I'm not going to respond to a video more than likely within a minute of you posting it, unless I'm literally watching the video. Another video on the channel or something else, or doing something else. But I will get back to you as fast as possible. Give me at least a day to set up being able to come help you, and I will try and do so. No problem. Now, other thing you need to know. Whenever you do this, I'm giving you carte blanche to do whatever you want. And as I said, the only people that really need to worry about anything kind of hinky is the people that are on PC that are using mods. The camera mod I don't consider a mod for this. What I mean by actual texture mods there are texture mods on PC that will allow you to place roof structures that actually have ceilings on them that are not the few sets that Bethesda released. It's a texture mod that people have put a lot of work into. I get it, it works. And there's a few other texture mods on PC that change what some items look like. And also there's some that change um, cleanliness. So like certain NPCs will spawn in and they'll be clean versus being dirty all the time. But hey, that's why I'm saying if you're using one of those mods or any mod that you think is relevant or any mod that even if you don't think it's relevant and you're using it on PC, please put it in the video description. I'd like to both give credit to you and to the people that actually built the mod for the work that you're doing, because modding is hard to do. It's not as hard in Bethesda games as people like to believe it is. At least not in the ones from Skyrim to Fallout 4 to Fallout 76. But it is hard in other aspects, meaning it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of patience, there's a lot of skills to learn. I just appreciate a good mod, and I appreciate the modders that make them. Let's put it that way. So, alright. So, again, rules for the contest. One last time. What you're going to do is you're going to pick an icon for your camp location out of this list. You're going to build a camp that reflects the icon that you're showing. So if you build a lighthouse, great, you built a lighthouse. This can also pertain to the fact that you built in a certain location. For instance, there are certain locations on this map that have like chairlifts and things like that in it that you can build in that you might not be able to reproduce. This is my boat location, right? And I'm going to go ahead and turn it off, and I'm going to turn on my other location, which is over here, if it'll let me, on top of Seneca Rock, so you get a rough idea what I'm talking about. This location is my Brotherhood of Steel camp, and what I want to make sure is that you guys can understand that there is literally no limitation here on you. Well, except what the game pushes on you when it pushes you into the damn terrain. Alright. So, this is my Brotherhood of Steel camp. It is forward observation station. It is on top of Seneca Rock, so it is hard to get to for normal people. You can walk up this mountain, by the way, coming up that way from where the Brotherhood is located over here at Fort Atlas. You can literally just walk up the mountain or jump up it, depending on how you look at it. It's not a bad location. It has a decent view on both sides. You can literally see the bombs drop at any of the major locations that people would want to place them. You can see all the way around, and then if you look up, you can see, well, let's just do this. This is my Brotherhood of Steel location. This is an airship placing a cargo container up on top of Seneca Rock. This is fully decked out, fully detailed. You can film it however you want to. You can film it to the best of your ability. You can use photo mode. You can spin around. You could, if you have to use something else. This is the photo mode camera, right? See how fast it moves? You can actually adjust the speed down to walking speed, which I think is like 5 or 4. But this is my least favorite camera to use in the game, which is why I showed you that mod. Because although I like this camera, and I like the fact that I can do some really cool effects, like I can, you know, go through the windows, and I can go through my build objects and show you what's underneath and how it's all powered and put together. And I can spin around. I don't like the camera because it has a limited range, meaning I can only go out as far as the circle that I'm in. With the other camera that I modded, I can go a hell of a lot further. But I understand that has to do with the chunks loading and everything else, and the pre-combines and everything. So just keep that in mind when you're filming, that you have a lot of options, okay? And also remember that you have the option of getting your friends to act in your videos if you can con them into doing it. So instead of putting like the artificial pilot up there that I've got, you could actually stick somebody on the pilot station and they're working there. Or you could stick somebody on the guard station at the back and they're working there. If they have the right uniforms and they're willing to do it for you, by all means, get your friends to help you out. It also will reduce your build budget and hopefully allow you to make a few extra things and choices that you didn't make before. All right. So again, that's the rules. That's the contest. You have until the 29th of February because this year is leap year. So you get an extra day than you normally would. I expect big things and great achievements from all of you that want to try. And I hope you have fun.